Hello and welcome to the Game of Sound Podcast. My name is Pedro, and today I'm joined here with my good friend Robbie. So Robbie, say hi.
Hi.
How you doing today?
Fine.
You fine?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Okay.
I've been better.
Okay, so Robbie here is one of my best friends, and I basically asked him to join me for this week. And, you know, he has a very interesting perspective in gaming. Would you say so, Robbie?
More or less. Yeah.
Okay. Not much of words. Okay.
It's my first time, so I hope Pedro's gonna be gentle on me, and hopefully he wears protection.
Okay. For the game on question of the week is, what is our favorite franchise of all time? So, Robbie, what is your favorite franchise or franchises of all time?
I would have to say not Game Academy. I would like to say Game Freak, mostly for the nostalgia from Pokemon. And most of their games, most of my favorite games are from Pokemon, and Gold was probably my favorite one out of all of them. But I also have to say EA, but not specifically for their server issues,
Which we'll talk about
which
later.
we will talk about in a minute. But mostly for their games, how from when I started playing their beginning games, such as FIFA, I also played a lot of Madden, and I've tried out some of their NBA games. Weren't too good. I think 2K were better than that. But yeah, I just like how they progress into improving the game, making it more realistic, but at the same time more arcadey, and you know that it was better than what I would have expected from other like with FIFA. PES was their only competition, and PES for the longest time was not great. But I hear PES was getting really better in their last game. PES
2015?
2015, I think it was called. But yeah, I like how the NBA games were going, and Madden especially. I was actually thinking about picking up Madden.
I thought about it too because I feel it's just like a cool game to play because I personally not really familiar with football, and I feel like I learned how I play football by playing the actual Madden games.
Mm-hmm. After watching the Super Bowl, I was excited, and I started going on YouTube and watching some people play their career modes on Madden, and also on NBA 2K15.
Yeah, and they probably know how to pass and when not to pass.
Yeah, not just that. It's just how how it differentiates from FIFA, and with NBA, how their player career mode is really really in depth, and it gets into like their personal lives, and them making real life like deals with their shoes and everything. FIFA doesn't do that. It just gets into just building up your player and making him the best, and that's it.
Well, I think that's more of a cultural thing because here, in America, like the way that you get big and recognized by doing all these like sponsorship deals, like Kevin Durant, he's a wonderful player for the.
He's a beast.
He's a beast.
He is a beast.
Yeah, but like the thing he's famous for is because he does a lot of promotion. Like he even did a movie. Like
did he?
Yeah, he did like Thunderstruck.
Never heard of it.
I saw it on Netflix one time.
Anyways, he was in the movie. I didn't even know he was in the movie.
Yeah,
I know some other like not soccer. Some basketball players are in movies. In the new Ted movie, freaking what's his face? Patriots quarterback.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's in the new Ted movie that's gonna come out. So we saw that in his glimmerous balls.
It's like his little shining. I'm excited for that movie.
Yeah. What about you, Pedro? What's your favorite franchise?
Well, I think it's really obvious what I'm wearing right now. It's The Legend of Zelda. I've been a fan of The Legend of Zelda since I played Ocarina of Time back in the GameCube because they released the Master Quest games for the GameCube. But the thing with Zelda is just like I feel, even though it's kind of like the same story for the most part. Yeah, it's like, there's this chosen hero. He has to save the princess from the evil Ganondorf. I feel like every time they have the story, they just mix it up with the gameplay. And even though like they tried to do different things, such as Majora's Mask, which recently came out for the 3DS, I feel it's just always something special with playing those games, going to the puzzles and trying to figure out how to finish them and how to beat the boss. So I would say that. And for second place, maybe Kingdom Hearts. Probably Kingdom Hearts is probably up there.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I only really played the first one a bit, but I never really got into the games. But The role playing and everything is really good. I did play a bit of Dream Drop Distance. I think I beat it. Did I beat it? I don't know.
I don't think you did.
I don't think I did.
I didn't beat it because I'm like almost finished. Just
Okay.
like the last boss is hard.
Yeah, but yeah, I have the respect for Kingdom Hearts. I just personally never played it because I know how successful it is. I just never played it fully.
Well, that was most of our childhood because as I mentioned in last week's podcast, my favorite game of all time is Kingdom Hearts 2. Because that game just came in a special moment in my life where I had like a lot of conflict with myself, and that game kind of helped me go through and finding all the Keyblades and defeating the game.
Okay.
All right. So, since you mentioned earlier about the EA servers problems, they've been coming up with problems again recently, as of last night.
They've been, not just last night, the servers, that's one of my issues with EA. I love the games. It's a very addicting game, FIFA. At least to me it is. But, that's why I always play offline. I usually play career modes and manager career modes, and I like that. But I also like playing online, but it's very hard for me to play online because of the server problems that happens often, like really, really often, at least for me. I don't know if it's my connection. I don't use the best connection in the world, but at least, when I'm online and playing with other games, yes, I have, like, I'll be playing, I just recently started playing, which Call of Duty is it? Not Black Ops, Ghosts. I've been playing a little bit of that and trying to get all the camos for my gun. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason I'm playing it. That's really the only reason I'm
playing it. So you can get
the
camos in your... Really?
Yeah, just because, I don't know, I got bored one day and I just started playing it. I got sick of FIFA for a little bit. It's specifically for that issue because I was playing online and, it just drops me from the servers. And when you're on an online game in FIFA, if you get dropped from the servers, they say it's a DNF. No one finished. No one gets either points. You still lose contracts on your players, and that's a different thing.
Do you get penalized?
You don't get penalized, but you don't earn anything. You don't even get like coins or anything from it. It just says you have been disconnected from the servers, and then therefore your last match was either dropped or it just wasn't won. I don't know. Well, they might have changed it, but anyways, I was winning. I was winning. Beating this guy 3-0, and it's just a hassle, just to get kicked from the servers so often. It just pisses you off, And it's not just FIFA. I've seen other games have the same problems with the servers. Other EA games like Madden, NHL, and other games, But me personally, it's FIFA that's giving me the problems. I play on Xbox 360, so I don't know how it is with the other Xbox One or PSN. Maybe they have a worse or better connection. I don't know, but me personally, it's just not good for me.
Well, I think it's also an issue with the new consoles, because but even though you're playing in a what you say it's last gen, basically 360.
We just call it 360.
Yeah, you're playing a 360.
Yeah,
but there's also been problems with a lot of game releases for next gen, and I think that's also like just the developers and publishers trying to figure out how to work with these new consoles and kind of maintain the balance between the last gen and the new gen.
Yeah, but in previous FIFAs, like in FIFA 12 and 13, those games were specifically made for 360 and PS3 and PC, I believe. And they were still having the same issues that we're having right now. And they were only working on 360 and PS3 consoles and those servers connecting to from those consoles.
So you think like maybe because they didn't sell pounds back then, and now they have
it's probably made
two gens that have to work with.
Exactly. Now it's made the problem even worse. Or I don't know, but fact of the matter is that the problem hasn't been resolved since those last few years.
So like, do you feel like whenever would you say you have rage quit a lot playing those games and like the server just like breaking?
Okay, yes, I would have rage quit a few times, and yes, I would have picked up my chair and thrown it on the ground and destroyed.
Will you say that it made a boom sound?
Yeah, it felt like there was an earthquake upstairs. Okay. That was in my old house, anyways.
Well, speaking of boom, Sonic.
I like that segue there, Pedro. Speaking of boom, holy shit! Hang on to your hats, folks.
Sonic Boom is the worst-selling Sonic game, period. They released a report last week that the current Sonic game for the Wii U and the 3DS both have sold combined a total of 490,000 units, which if it's sold in two different consoles, that's really bad.
I'm still laughing at the segue, man. Yeah.
I've been trying. I've been practicing.
But anyways, going on to Sonic, yeah, that game, I've heard so much bad crap about that game.
I've seen glitches. I've seen like the stories.
You can literally go to any gameplay on YouTube right now. I've seen the most recent one. I think was Game Grumps, where they were playing the game, and they saw how broken that game was, with them falling off from levels, from them getting glitched out of the levels, or them getting stuck in certain parts. And that game is so broken. And I'm not surprised it got so many. How many was that? It's 49, 48?
490.
490,000.
Yes.
Okay. I was totally wrong there with my math, but okay. But yeah, it just sucked. That was not a good game.
And
at least from what I've saw, I've never played it.
Like the Sonic franchise has been going downhill for a long time. Like it's like Sonic Generation was actually like a really good combination of both the 3D and the 2D aspect.
I only played that game a little bit, but that game was okay.
I have a 360 if you want to borrow it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Anyways, but one of the other Sonic games that I remember having the same issues that Sonic Boom's having was Sonic the Hedgehog for
oh my god,
for 360.
The game that should not be named.
Yeah, the game that should never be fucking thought of or anything. But yeah, that game was horrible too.
I had confession.
What?
I still have that game.
You still have that game?
Because the only reason why I have it is because PJ loves Sonic.
Why were you kind of quiet there, Pedro?
Because I'm embarrassed. Why would I have Sonic 2006? That's like a terrible game.
That's a legendary game now. It's so broken that it's good now.
The loading times and the
cinematics.
And Sonic is all about speed. But then you have like a character that's not fast at all.
Exactly.
It's it's annoying too. Silver. Yeah, it's not.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Silver in that game. But not just that game, but there were so many problems with that game, and I don't know if you guys remember. I know I'm going back to Game Grumps a lot, but I remember seeing
the Game Grumps.
Yeah, I love Game Grumps, but I remember Game Grumps back when they still had JonTron, them playing that game too. And I remember there was this one part. I don't remember what part it is exactly, but they were going uphill on the snowboarding level. They're supposed to be going downhill on the slope.
Yeah, I remember.
And then they kind of turn the thing around, and they're just going uphill in normal speed. I'm like, what the hell is this shit?
It was like it was Shadow, I think.
No, it was Sonic.
It was Sonic?
It was Sonic on the snowboard. But that was one of the biggest glitches right there. But I'm sure there were other ones.
And also there were a lot the story, but Sonic hooking up with a human princess.
Yeah,
the bestiality over there.
Dude, bestiality. Fucking a hedgehog.
Yeah. So now that we contemplate about the failures of Sonic, what I think are some of your best memories with the Sonic franchise, since it's been going on for about more than 20 years?
I know Sonic has had their problems, but they also had, personally, some of my favorite games was Sonic Adventure 1 for the Dreamcast. Mm-hmm. Because first of all, the Dreamcast was my first console I've ever owned. And that was given to me by my brother. And I had, what were the games on it? I had Jet Set Radio.
Oh, Jet Set Radio.
I had Jet Set Radio. I had an NBA game. I don't remember what it was. It was some...
NBA Live? I don't know.
No, I think it was...
2K?
No. It was... No, 2K was it...
NBA Jam? I don't know.
It was NBA Jam. Okay. That one. It was NBA Jam. And
the one with the big heads and
Yeah. And then there was one guy with a humongous afro. I forgot his name. But I also had Sonic Adventures 1, not the second one. I played the second one later on in my life, but the first one I have the most nostalgia towards it and most love for it because I played that game, beat it, and restart it, and keep on playing it. I remember I used to do that all the time in New York. Mm-hmm. That game I liked, but another Sonic game that I also liked was Sonic Heroes for
Sonic Heroes.
Yeah, Sonic Heroes for GameCube, I believe. Was it GameCube or PS?
Yeah, I played it in Game. I think it was both.
I think it was both. It was both PlayStation 2 and GameCube. But hold on one second. People are calling me, and this is not the right time to be calling me. Anyways, Sonic Heroes is awesome because I like how there was groups of 3, and you can switch from either
Yeah.
Sonic,
I like
Knuckles, or Tails.
the speedster, the flyer, and like the muscle, I guess.
Yeah, but there was also 3 groups. You know, there was Shadow's group.
No,
There
it
was
was 4
Sonic's
groups.
group.
It was 4 groups.
Was there 4?
Yeah, it was Sonic's group. It was Shadow's group. Then it was the Tom the cat guy. Tom, was it Tom? What's his name? The big
Tom the
was
cat.
it was it Tom?
Big. No, his name was Big.
Big. So Big's
Big.
group was Big, like the squirrel girl and the Amy, and then there was the other group.
And it was like the alligator
The
guy with the
alligator,
headphones.
the beetle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
like 4 groups.
Oh yeah, there was. I want to play that game again. Man, that was such a great game. But I like the concept, and the level designs were really good at the time. I don't know, but at the time I was really really into it. I don't know how they are in comparison to how games are now. I mean, I was young back then. So.
For me, you mentioned it briefly. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the GameCube was, I think it's my favorite Sonic game of all time because the memories I have, the soundtrack. Well, most Sonic games have amazing soundtracks.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember the
Guitar riffs and
yeah,
everything.
the guitar riffs, like
It's awesome.
going around at the speed of sound. So that's a lot of great music, and also the speed levels are awesome. And for those games, you can play as different characters. You can play as Sonic, you can play as Tails, Knuckles, Rogue, Shadow, so a bunch of the different casts.
I always like the robot guy.
What's his name?
I don't know. It was a bunch of different
Rob
letters and numbers or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
And like in terms of like 2D style Sonic games, my favorite was Sonic and Knuckles, which was Sonic the Hedgehog 3 with Knuckles.
Oh yeah.
That came out for the Sega Genesis, I believe.
Mm.
But I played in the GameCube because they came out with like a Sonic collection.
Oh yeah, that had like all like the old.
Like all
I don't
the
think it
old
was
games.
just Sonic games. I think it was other games in there too.
No,
Or-
it was like the Sonic Mega Collection,
Oh.
and it had a lot of special features. Like you can open it, like, and they had like all the different like comics because they're not going to say Sonic comic, and they had like actual story about like how the Sonic game to be. And I just like reading those too. So and I still have Sonic Heroes actually for GameCube. I have somewhere upstairs.
Dude, we gotta play.
We gotta play.
Dude, we should play.
We should play.
I want to start it down.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Anyways.
that's enough for this topic. So our final topic for today is quality versus quantity, and this comes in the surface of The Order 1886. It came out with a walkthrough or user on YouTube, and they finished the game in 5 hours. And this has caused a lot of uproar in the online community, thinking that 5 hours of game while paying a $60 price point is too much. Like they expect the price to be lower. So, Robbie, what's your perspective on this?
I don't know. Those kind of things, like measuring the length of the game from some person playing. I don't know. Do you remember if they played it on normal or?
I did not get to watch it, but like as I heard that they just sped through it, so they didn't.
Sped through.
Yeah.
Well, that's speeding through, and I'm sure most of these people are going to take their time on it. But again, measuring the game from how long it is, like, if you speed through, it's going to be 5 hours or so, and then thinking, oh, well, if I'm really going to speed through this game and not give your time on the game, looking at stuff, maybe there's some collectibles, or I don't know. I've only seen the intro of this game. It looks really awesome. I would pick it up. But I don't know. I give it some time. If you don't think you want to pick it up right now, wait till the reviews come out on when is it, tomorrow?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, tomorrow. Thursday.
Yeah, tomorrow. So wait until the reviews, see what they say. But it looks like a great game. It really does. Like the over the top, the third person shooter aspect of it.
It reminded me of Gears of War.
Not really.
Kind of like the.
Well, yeah, that's a third person game, but third person shooter. But there's also some really cool aspects of it looks like a old school kind of game with like zombies or monsters coming out from everywhere. But it looks like a cool game, and I wouldn't mind playing it if I have the money and I'm gonna go get it like right away the first day it comes out. I don't know if they do midnight releases for that game. They probably will.
They probably will.
But I wouldn't measure the game of how long it would if you're just gonna speed through it. Personally, I would want to, knowing that it's gonna be 5 hours long if you speed through it. Push up the difficulty, to max, and see how fast you can make it through it.
No, like I feel this is kind of, it depends on the kind of gamer you are. I get a lot that when you spend $60 per game, you expect to get your money's worth in a way, but at the same time, you can't measure the quality of the game based on its timeline. Because there's a lot of fantastic games that are like less than 5 hours. Well, not 5 hours, like less than 5 hours, like really short games, but like they're fantastic. You enjoy every single.
You know
minute
what's
of it.
one game that's like that?
What?
Journey.
Journey? It
PS3.
was like a 2 hour
It
game.
was a 2 hour game. That game was great. That game was awesome.
Yeah, like and like this is not a game that's supposed to be arcade. It's supposed to be a cinematic game. So
Exactly.
kind of like the Uncharted games. So Uncharted games, if you skip the cinematics, they're roughly like 6-7
Yeah,
hours.
but again,
long.
you wouldn't understand what's going on with the story.
Yeah.
You just be one part, and then there's a cinematic that gives you a lot of details for the game and progressing and everything. If you just skip that, you're not gonna understand what's going on. There's gonna be another scene or something like that, and it just won't make any sense. And probably that takes away from the story.
Yeah, I think for this particular game, I think you should wait for the reviews to come out tomorrow and check them out if you feel like they represent what you think of the game or it makes something that may interest you. Then go ahead and buy it. If not, just wait till a price drop. It's not that big of a deal to get out on launch.
Yeah, but again, just depends on the people. Some people are gonna hate because they're gonna hate and they're gonna want to.
Haters gonna hate.
Exactly, haters are gonna hate, and it looks like a cool game. It really does. But I would wait for the reviews and pick it up whenever I can. Well, I won't because I don't have PS4. I know it's PS4 exclusive, but regardless, I'll wait for you to pick it up and then I'll come over and play
Hashtag get Robbie a PS4.
it. Hashtag donate money so I can get a fucking PS4.
All right.
Yeah. That'd
Okay.
be great.
Okay, so before we go, we are going to sound off on the recent games that we've been playing. So what have you been playing recently besides FIFA? Besides FIFA. If you guys don't know, he is obsessed with FIFA.
I love FIFA. I love soccer in general. I love the news. But anyways, we're not going to get into that. The most recent game I've been playing besides FIFA was Call of Duty Ghosts. I've been playing that because I literally don't have anything else. Also, I haven't just been playing Ghosts.
What about the games for gold, like The Witcher 2?
The Witcher 2?
Yeah.
Is that Games on Gold? Games on Gold?
It was. I think it was last one.
No, it wasn't. It was SSX, I think.
No, I downloaded it.
Did you?
Yeah. The Witcher 2. Yeah.
The Witcher 2 was... I don't remember that. I remember the last one being SSX and then now being the Brothers game. The Brothers where you play as two brothers. I already have that game. And I cried at the end. Play that game, guys. It's a great game. If you don't already have it. I don't know if it's still on Games for Gold, but that game is awesome. It made me cry. It made me cry like a bitch. And hold on, Pedro's checking his he's gonna prove me wrong or something. That's what I'm waiting for, guys. So
no, but, I downloaded it last month. I remember.
Did you?
Yeah, it was for January.
Was it January?
Yeah, so you missed it. Sad face.
Oh well, too bad. So sad.
Yeah.
So SSX must have been December.
Yeah.
December. But anyways, besides that, I've been playing Ghosts, just for the pure reason that I got really pissed at FIFA one day, and
it was like fuck this shit.
Yeah. And I decided to go back because I remember loving Modern Warfare 2 and getting all the skins for all my guns.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to pick a gun and just start trying to get all the skins, all the unlockables.
Do people still play? Well, I mean, Ghost is not that old. Never mind. I thought you saying Modern Warfare. I was like, people still play that?
No, Ghost. People still play that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It's still relatively new.
Yeah, it's only like a.
Well, now I wouldn't say new. It's still relevant. Excuse me.
A year old. Yeah.
So, besides that, I've also been playing because I got to finish it. I've been playing not Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby.
Oh.
Pokemon Omega Ruby.
I still haven't finished the game.
I am on.
I got the third gym and I stopped.
Did you stop at the third gym?
Because I was just like bored.
I think no, it's not bored. You're unbelievable.
Okay.
I'm on fucking. I just beat Flannery. I think is her name. The fire gym leader.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's like fourth gym, right?
Fourth gym, I believe.
Yeah,
I believe because Watson's third, and then Flannery's fourth. I don't know. Regardless, I know for a fact I beat Flannery, and I'm going on to the next. I'm in the desert somewhere, getting with the goggles, and you're going through the desert.
No, like Ruby and Sapphire are one of my favorite Pokemon games. It's just like it's just like I just got bored. I will get to it eventually.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I've been playing. What about you, Pedro?
I've been playing mostly Metroid Trilogy since it came out for the Wii U.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Really? What games are in?
It's Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, okay.
So it's Metroid Prime trilogy.
So it's the first person ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the first two came out for GameCube and the last one came out for Wii.
Oh yeah.
And they released a bundle a few years ago. They released all three in the same disc,
Mm-hmm.
and now they release it on the Wii U Virtual Console for $10.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy this.
So fuck that. Yeah.
That game and Super Mario Galaxy 2
Been playing Galaxy 2.
is awesome.
I beat Galaxy 1. I remember being the crap out of Galaxy 1, but I've never got around to playing and beating Galaxy 2. I know.
I'm already in the second world. For that
You're in the
game.
second world?
Yeah. No, it's fun. I love it. Like if they made an HD port, I would really buy it because it's a game that even though it's in standard definition, it looks beautiful. Okay, well this is for today's show. You can find us on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on iTunes as the Game is Down Podcast. Robbie, are you in social media at all?
No.
No. Okay.
No, just no, guys.
No.
I'm sorry.
No. You can find them in the corner at OBT.
Yeah. If you don't know what OBT, then don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Just find me on OBT.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Thank you for having me on, Pedro. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.